Okay, so first, I'm going to Mount Olympus. Like, whoa, this is a really cool place. I would definitely recommend going there, by the way. And we see the roller coasters, the Zeus, at Mount Olympus. And my dad's like, well, you guys have never been on a roller coaster before, so why don't we go? So Zeus isn't like a big roller coaster or anything, but I've never been on a roller coaster before. I was terrified. I mean, my mom's made it very clear that like the average American dies on a roller coaster. Well, not really, but my mom doesn't like roller coasters and they look dangerous, okay? So I was pretty nervous. So we step on into the death machine. Me, my brother, and my cousins and my aunt. I think that's who was all there. All I know is I was there. Okay, so we get in there, and that's the time my cousin decides to tell us about a story that he heard about a man who decided not to buckle up on a roller coaster with a loop-de-loop. And like, why do you choose to tell us this now? Like, I've never done this before. Thanks for making the experience. And we get started, and it starts going up, and I'm like, oh, this is like your mid roller coaster, like not even that extreme, but. And I know I'm not likely to die on a roller coaster, but this feels like the Hunger Games. When they say, may the odds be ever in your favor, you know they're not, okay? Well, anyway, so we're going up and we're slowly getting higher, and I'm like, why does this feel so much higher than it looks from the ground? And then I'm going up, and I'm like, and then all suddenly we go down, and I'm like, I didn't know this thing went at 117 miles per hour. I don't even know how fast it was going. But it was like, and I was just like, boom to this side, boom to that side. Like, these turns are so sharp and it's like really like this. So you're like, are we gonna die or not? Like, I feel like I'm gonna die. My lungs feel like they're filled with shards of glass because of you. And good news, you're not even high anymore. You went lower. But you can't focus on that because your aunt's in the back seat just behind you, screaming at the top of your lungs, goes right into your ear holes like, ah! And you're just like, be quiet. This is bad enough as it is. And I'm just going down like, okay, I was like given a little bit of comfort from my dad about roller coasters, like, you'll be fine in the end. But like, this roller coaster was not fine, okay? This is everything that I feared. And like, I want to plug my ears because of the screaming and the pressure, but I only have two hands, okay? So I have to choose between not making my ears go deaf, holding my lung in place so it doesn't shatter because of the rigidness, or just holding onto the bars for the comfort of my brain. I had to choose between that. It was a hard decision. I'm trying to do almost hold my chest in, have my ears plugged, kind of hold onto the rail with my elbows. You can't do it, okay? And so you're going fast around the turns and you're like, oh, thank goodness. This turn, it looks like it goes back into the station, so we should be slowing down. But then it goes, nope, and turns again, and then you go on another huge thing over there and goes back into the station. But you're just like thinking the whole time, please be over, please be over, please be over, please be over. Thank God this one didn't have any loop-de-loops, though, because like I could not handle that. And like, I don't know if you've ever been to Mount Olympus, but this was just the Zeus. This was like the third most dangerous one, okay? And it's like, oh, so terrible. You're like shaking and shaking. Then you finally get there and you're like, and then your brother's in the background crying. And then you're just like, this is like the maximum, right? And like, if you've ever had a migraine and you're just like, you know you can't get rid of it, so you just gotta take the Tylenol and wait for it to be over through the agony, and you know there's nothing you can do about it. That's what's like on a roller coaster. Like, you can't stop. You're just waiting as the agony goes on. And now we're here. And I'm like, this is the worst of it, right? This is the worst it can get. And then my cousin's like, oh no, there's like one that's like 3 times as bad right over there. Let's go on it. And I'm like, no! And then at the end of the day, my dad's like, okay, I'm going to go on the Hades 360. And he offered me and my brother, the one that was like tearing up a little bit, $200 each to ride with him. You know what I said? No, not worth it. I ain't gonna die. Oh, okay, also, I would like to take this time to give a shout out to the Scheckingers. If you go on the community section on my YouTube channel, you can find how it's spelled, because I can't remember how to spell it. Well, I'd just like you to check out the Scheckingers channel. I know them. They're like my cousins, and just giving them a shout out. Okay, please subscribe and leave a like on the video. Bye!